So we've been needing to do some work on the backyard roller coaster for a while now, and as you can see, it's not in the best condition. Just by looking at it, you can see we have a bunch of different problems going on. Right here, the wood is warped. There's kind of a gap right there that shouldn't be there. Also down here, the track isn't even connected, and when you try, it just bounces back, so we have a few different problems to be working with. I built this thing, give or take, 2 years ago. Just by looking at it, you can really tell I haven't done too much with it. Right here is the cart. Pretty much it's a sketchy skateboard. Put some wood, wheels on the side, and it doesn't really run at the moment. I think that track is maybe a little bit too wide, so we have a few different problems we're gonna have to encounter when we're fixing this. I wanna make it a lot longer, but then also just make the part that we currently have run, and then maybe even at the bottom, we could have it go like up and down and stuff. Because once you're at the top of this hill right here, it's kind of a hill you go down on the roller coaster. When you're at the top of the hill, you actually catch a lot of speed when you're going down. So I think there's a lot of opportunity with that, and we could do some bumps in the grass over there that way, just to, you know, spice it up, make it a little bit more interesting. So I think we know everything we need to do, so I will see you at Lowe's. We have made it to Lowe's. I'm currently redoing the chicken coop door, so I just grabbed a few things for that, which include a door handle, a few hatch type things, then some latch type things also. So I'm currently redoing the chicken coop door, so I just grabbed a bunch of stuff for that. And now that I have all of that, I think it's time to go over, check out the wood section, and see what we can find for the roller coaster. I also did just grab 2 boxes of these screws for the roller coaster, because I think we're going to need a good bit of them. So I'm going to use this wood for the chicken coop door, and then I'm going to find some 2x4s that are 8 feet long, get a few of those, and those are what we're going to use for the roller coaster to make it longer, and then everything else we're going to do on the roller coaster is just fix it up and actually make what we currently have run. And then I think once we have everything done, I think it'll be about 80 feet of track, but we'll see what happens, and it'll be pretty cool. We have found the roller coaster wood. We have secured all the 2x4s, now time to check out. Oh, sorry about that, the camera wasn't even. We have secured the goods. First a bag of random hardware, and now a bunch of wood. Oh, the camera's gonna have to move for this one. Now that everything's in the car, I will see you at home. We are back at home, not currently outside because I just got something in the mail and I wanted to do a quick unboxing. Any guesses on what this is? Drop them in the comments right now before I tell you in the next second. Alright, so pretty much what this is there's a TikToker I found recently that makes very satisfying videos making slime, and apparently they sell slime now. But you're thinking, Ian, why did you buy slime? Well, I didn't buy any ordinary slime. This slime looks like chocolate chip cookie dough. And I was thinking, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, so I bought some, and we're all here for the unboxing. Alright. I have the corner open, and now we have the entire thing open. Alright. First, we're gonna take out the papers, and then we'll actually take out the slime, so I haven't looked at it yet. First, order information. Boring. Second, ooh, alright, actually I take that back, we're taking out the slime. Drum roll, please. Oh, wow. You know, I thought there was going to be a lot less slime than this, but no, that's cool. Alright, the slime company's logo's right there, but what I'm actually interested in is the front of it. Look at that. Looks like it's cookie dough. There's slime in it, but I think we need to open up this container. Ooh, that's cool. You can see there's chocolate chips on the top. Kind of looks like slime. Let's take this out and do a nice slime review. You know, I'm not the biggest slime person. I just thought, you know, this looked really cool, so we needed to try it out. Alright, scale of 1 to 10. How satisfying. Ooh, it kind of smells like cookie dough. Probably doesn't taste like cookie dough, though. Not going to try it, but, you know, kind of satisfying. Looks like slime. Very interesting. I'll give it 8 out of 10 review. Kind of cool. Looks like cookie dough. Would have given it a actual 10 out of 10 review, but you know, it's not edible or anything, which is kind of the sad part. But you know what? That was pretty cool. Glad we unboxed that, but I think it's time to head back to the car, and we need to get everything out and work on this roller coaster. After going back and forth between the car a few times, all the wood for the backyard roller coaster is set out, and let me walk you through what we have going for the track so far. So this is the docking area where the cart sits before you go down the ride. Pretty self-explanatory, just sits there before you enter the rest of the track. And then moving on from that, we have this piece right here. As I said earlier, I'm going to have to hammer it together, that way it's not as wide, so the cart that we currently have will go down it. And then continuing down here, I'm going to have to build a few more of these stand type things. That way we have them for all of the wood down there. I think I do currently have a few of them though, so I won't have to build as many as I really need to. Then over here, I'm thinking for the stands, we could maybe have a few of them higher and lower just to make it a little bit more fun. So a few different ideas, just throwing them out there, but I think at the moment I'm just going to get that track working and we will move on from there. After a little bit of hammering, I believe the first half of the backyard roller coaster is back to functionality. Let's see if it works. As you just saw, that part of the roller coaster is now working. I just stopped myself on the end, that way I wouldn't go off the track. But now time for the fun part, just adding on that little bit of extension, and then we will have a maybe 80-foot long backyard roller coaster. I don't know, I'll have to measure it once we're done. But the nice thing about this is I can just be sitting up there, having a nice day, roll down the coaster, see the fluffy designer chickens. You know what? Let's see how they're doing. Happy fluffy chickens. I know. Well, the fluffy chickens are doing great, and for anyone that was wondering, this is the chicken coop door that I'm going to be redoing. As you can see, it's kind of falling apart. There are gaps here. Probably wasn't the best part of this coop that was built, and then I just got some hardware, that way I can redo that sometime, but it's definitely for another video, if I even put it in a video at all. Alright guys, see you some other time. I don't have food for you at the moment. Sorry about that. I just found a bunch of these old middle pieces from the track. I never ended up getting to use them, so we're going to use them today. I have 3 of them right here already cut, but I'm going to cut a few more on this board. But first, we need to mark them. That way we make sure we have the correct dimensions and everything. Quiet plane, I'm filming! Ugh, aircrafts, am I right? The board is now all marked up. Time to go cut it. Now that we have all these small little pieces put together, I'm going to go ahead and start drilling the track together, and then once I have all of the track drilled, I will see you, but just going to be working with that and all the stuff down there, and I will see you once it's done. All of the roller coaster track is done. I know it only took like 2 seconds for you to get here, but I can assure you it took me a lot longer than that. Right here is everything we are currently working with. There are 2 8-foot tracks. One of those in the back is 10 feet. And then the one in the way back, this one's kind of old, it's 6 feet long, so we're going to go ahead and set them out. We don't have all the stands yet, we need to build a few more of those, but we're going to set out all of the tracks so we can see exactly what we're working with, and then once we have that done, we'll decide what we want to do for the stands, and if we want to have like a really tall stand, more shorter stands, and we'll just see how far it goes. I'm thinking we should put the gigantic 10-footer as the next track. Right here, I think that just builds up a lot more speed, not having to change tracks as much. So the 10-footer should be kind of still on the hill. And then about from right here is when the ground becomes pretty flat. So we'll just add those 3 and it'll be like a straightaway. That's good there. And that one is good there. And for our very last track, I think this old one that I've had for a while will be a good stopper. And there we have it. The roller coaster track. Now time to build a few more stands.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So we now only have 1 stand left, but the sun has gone down and it's starting to get late, so I figured I might as well finish the next stand between now and tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow morning when it's bright outside, I can show you the finished product of the roller coaster. Let me show you how it's looking so far. Now remember, just this morning it only went to about right here, that was the entire thing. Well, you know what? Now we have all of that. So this is the stand that we just built Looks pretty good right there. As you can see, it's kind of like a downhill. Then right here, it's a little bit flat. Then it starts to go up a little. And then right here is where we need to put the very last stand. And I think it just needs to be a little larger than the others because it's going to be a stopper. Another thing that I could work on tonight is maybe putting something right here, kind of like what I have all the way up there on the other side, but just something to make sure you don't go off the track at the end. But you know what? Going off the track at the end would make it maybe a little more fun. But no, I'll probably put a stopper right there, get another stand, and then I will see you tomorrow morning when it's bright outside, and I will show you the final reveal of the backyard roller coaster. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day, so I was just grabbing some eggs out of the chicken coop. But the backyard roller coaster is 100% done, so it is time for the moment you all have been waiting for, the big reveal. And this is what I did between yesterday and this morning. I just added this nice stopper, that way you don't go off the track, and then I just built this small stand, and that's pretty much the coaster, but let's ride down it. First time going down the full, brand new backyard roller coaster. It works! And now for our on-ride POV of this 58.5 foot long coaster. And that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's YouTube video. We built a 50-something foot backyard roller coaster, which I thought was pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to go check me out on some other socials. I'll have them on the screen right here. That's everything I have to say. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out! Roller coaster track, roller coaster cart, shoes, feet, grass, chickens. You're welcome for that.